Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. This is what we do here. I hope everything's going well. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood where I am. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day in your neighborhood. Let's find out what the ancestors have to say to us today. Okay, ancestors, creator, thanks for being here. Thanks for your guidance. We appreciate it and we're thankful. Amen. All right. What are the things you'd like humanity to focus on today to keep us close, to keep us on track, to keep us close to God, close to you, Creator? What can we do today? What do we need to look at or understand or do? All right. Look at this, they say. The mercy of safe passage, smooth sailing. Okay. How? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about smooth sailing around here. Let's do that. Okay. What about smooth sailing? Tell us what about smooth sailing do you want us to know? What about the mercy of safe passage? The passage, past any kind of threats, safely, not having to worry about nothing. What about it? Just handle your business. That's how you do it. Do you. Do you today. Okay? Yeah. Do what you want. Okay? Figure out how to, this could easily have something to do with finding ways to do what you're passionate about and making money from it, maintaining what you're passionate about, okay? And then also, this is kind of some opposite energy as well, like, the Knight of Wands energy and the King of Pentacles energy. So it's like there might need to be some sort of discipline, more disciplined action, things of that sort. By taking care of business, you get to, by taking care of your business, you get to play, you get to play safely, that sort of thing. So as long as you're handling your business, then you can play safely. I just said that. Okay, fantastic. So let's go deeper and beyond the threshold here. Let's go beyond the threshold on this. Also finding a way to do what you love and making the money come. Okay? And you'll get smooth sailing for that because you're handling your business, maintaining your environment, getting that bread, doing what you're skilled at, being grounded, handling your business in a, regular kind of professional way. And then boom, you get to do what you love. Let's talk more about it. Yeah, okay, exactly. Okay. So this has to do with, for instance, on the King of Pentacles side, this would have to do with you putting in the energy that's necessary to nurture, protect, guard, and maintain whatever it is that you need to maintain. Yourself, your home, your house, your life, your future, yada, yada. And, be regular on that. Be dependable on that. Put in dependable energy into what you love. Put in regular energy into it. Make it a habit, make it a ritual, make it something that you do as a pattern, like ritual, right? Like brushing your teeth and washing up, right? Regularly putting it into what you're passionate about. Whether it's money, energy, whatever the investment needs to be. You need to continue, all right? And then the ancestors are going to make it so you have smooth sailing as much as possible. See what I'm saying? You might want to invest in that as well, because your passion is really your mission that you got from God. You know what I'm saying? If this is really rooted in your heart chakra, then this is the mission that you got from God. So the more you invest in that, the more you're doing your purpose in life, the more you're doing what you came here to do, and the Creator is going to make a way for you to do it. Okay, so that is not to say it's not without challenge. Okay, that is not to say it's not without a time process, but you need to put in that regular energy into it. Okay, because as you do, then you're earning your right to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're earning your right to continue to do what you love and have the money follow. That's justice. That's justice. You see, so you have to do it some justice. So then it will do you some justice. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And then here with the emotional connection, all right? Mm-hmm. With the emotional connection, as you put in that energy, it turns in from passion, from your passion about doing this thing. It turns into a relationship between you and that thing. You see? So you're creating a relationship by all of the investing that you're putting into it. And then what happens is it starts to feed you back. It starts to feed you back. And justice is done. The balance is achieved. But you have to put in this regular investment like that. You see what I'm saying? And use this fiery passion to keep the momentum. Keep the momentum. And then eventually you'll build up so much momentum that you'll create that magnetic field, that vortex energy. And then next thing you know, it's feeding you now. You see, because that's justice. That's karma. That's karma. You get what you put in, right? What goes around comes around. So send some awesome shit around, and then some awesome shit will come back around. You see what I'm saying? Let us go deeper. hmm Let us go deeper. Okay. All right. I got some strong lover's floor energy too. Strong lover's floor energy. Looks like for a masculine here. Okay. Possibly, or the masculine element. But just to continue on the money floor, here's the big picture. What you mean by this? Okay, because hold on a second. God is behind it all. Okay, that much we know. Okay, that much we know. God is behind it all. Okay, what about this? This is the death card. What's this death card have to do with anything? Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. All right. Well, what I'm getting off the top of my head is this. This is critically important. This is critically important. See, that's why you got to get down into the subterranean levels down here, okay? Because this is where the nuance is at, all right? Here I'm seeing this. This is going to require a death of your ego on some level. And I don't mean that in the glamorous sense of, you're humble or whatever. I mean this as a strategic, scientific approach. You feel me? Um, so the death of the ego because of its density. Okay, it's very dense. It's heavy, so it becomes a load to carry. So now we have to actually travel and we have things that we need to accomplish, especially when we want to follow our passions. You know what I mean? And hang on, let me see what time it is. Okay, we're good. Um, Especially when we are following our passion. When you're following your passion, the beauty of that and the glamour of that is that you feel light. You feel capable and able because it's something you like to do. It's something that motivates you. It puts you in your happy place. So you have to kind of ditch the ego because the ego, not that it's not holy and beautiful in its purpose, but it's too heavy for what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? So the level of, um, like, let's say, you're working like all day, long hours. You don't have time to put your hair in the prettiest design today because you need to pour into your passion right now. To make this money or to set yourself up so that this flow can flow. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, but you must always be fabulous and, right, okay, but you don't have time for that right now. You don't have time for how you look to others. You don't have time for that. Others is just going to have to wait, just like somebody who has to do their homework and they can't go out and play just yet, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, this could easily be an exercise program, right? You want to build a certain kind of body, but that means, okay, you can't wear your favorite bikini right now because you don't have the body you want to have or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you got to wait to play. You got to wait to play. Okay, and just handle some business. And, if this is like the weekend for you when you're watching this, just take some time to ponder it, kind of get yourself lined up and figure out how you would approach that, if you haven't started applying yourself on that level, because you're going to have to be remade now, okay, into this rich person, you know? So rich people think a certain way, you know? Rich people think a certain way. Rich people do certain things in order to, there's a culture around being rich. There's a methodology around being rich. And so you have to have that state of mind. Okay, so you cannot be stuck in the old cycles anymore because you don't have time. You have to peel away from what you've known. You have to peel away from the way you've been doing it. You dig what I'm saying? Because allowing that to pass away is just because you got shit to concentrate on. And that's really what's going to determine how well you're doing in your life. It's not magic. It's not wishful thinking. It's not wishing. It's working. It's putting that energy in. If you want these certain kinds of outcomes, you got to put that energy in. Because down here, I see Oya Yansa, mother of the storms, patron of women's affairs, patron of the marketplace. Sudden change, sudden unexpected come up. Okay, and then here we have Madame La Lune representing the Nine of Cups, representing what you want, representing bringing it to you by taking good care of yourself. Hello? Right, right. Internally, externally, quietly, in the cut. Like what blooms at midnight, what blooms secretly. And so people may not be able to see how fabulous you are immediately while you're building what you're building, while you're building your vision. Okay, so come on down this side. Okay, that was this side. Come on down this side, and we're seeing as what you're putting energy in, your passions, because of the energy, the king size energy that you put into it, the king size earth energy, King of Pentacles that you put into it, boom, your passion starts to feed you back. Okay? Your passion starts to care back for you. Pow, the market starts to say, oh yeah, this is just what we needed. This is just what we needed. And then now the marketplace wants to marry you. It wants to keep you forever. You see what I'm saying? It wants to keep you forever, and God is behind it all. These are God's directions. So it's, again, this is not you working alone, okay? Because in this boat here, smooth sailing, which is the issue of the day here, the smooth sailing. Part of that is the captain of the boat being a good captain. Part of that is these passengers being cooperative and cooperative passengers. They're not making trouble. They're not sabotaging the boat, right? The captain is doing his captain thing. And then the earth has to cooperate, am I right? And then God has to cooperate, am I right? That's how this smooth sailing is achieved, you see? So that's why you can do what you're passionate about and have the money follow, because that's actually what you came here to do. So it's not like, oh, is it going to work? Is people going to like it? All you have to do is figure yourself out. You know, how are you going to package it? What are you going to say? What's your pitch? You know, what is the motto? What's your mission? What's your vision? You know, for your company, what form of company, what business format you're going to be in, you know, where you register at, you know, did you get all your licensing done, you know, all of that shit, you know, and God is behind it all, trying to connect the dots, trying to show you the big picture and the bottom line, you know, like this is what you do. This is your soul work that also has a earthly, physical representation. You dig what I'm saying? Okay, so let's get to the lover's floor. On the lover's floor, you're getting the mercy of safe passage past any kind of dang-a-lang slanging and poontang slanging people. Okay? Absolutely. You know what you're looking for. All right? You're looking for the dependable guy, right? Or you know who you with, or you know who you choose, whatever the situation is for you. Okay? Because you need an emotional connection. Now, if this is something that happened, then there could be some sort of situation where somebody wants smooth sailing and they feel like they need to make an offering to you because of this dang-a-lang slanging, poontang slanging that they was doing. So now they might want to be the dependable guy, okay? Because now, after dang-a-lang slanging, somehow that led them to having an emotional connection to you. And this is justice. They want to do you some justice, okay? So to me, this is the linchpin here. Okay, this justice empathy business right here. This justice empathy. Okay, because justice delayed is justice denied. Right? Okay, that's been coming up for me lately. Justice delayed is justice denied. For the young people, that's Martin Luther King. Martin Luther the King. Okay, and that is brilliant. That is brilliant. Justice delayed is justice denied. Right, because why should I wait? What am I waiting for justice for? Are you kidding? Right. Okay. So somebody knows that they have to compensate, balance the scale on this dangling slinging situation. You see what I'm saying? They got to balance the scale with an offering of maintenance, of solidity, of dependability, of trustworthiness, of security, of protection, of provision. Okay, so that's justice, which balances out the lack of love involved in the dangling slinging principle, bringing it here to the deeper, you know, emotional connection, right? Because this is rude behavior, you know, unless everyone agrees that's rude behavior, dangling slinging, and or poontang slanging, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, this might be a situation where y'all are soulmates, you know? Y'all are soulmates, and that's why they want to bring the justice to the situation with the emotional connection. I get restore. I get a restore here. They're interested in the mercy of safe passage if this is a lover situation. Here's the thing in terms of putting respect on the feminine's name. Seeing the feminine as enchanting. Seeing the power of that. You know, like she's not just good looking. You know, she's not just like fabulous in appearance for no reason. You know, like the fabulousness that she represents to the eye is actually a true representation of the care that she takes. You know, it's just the little things she do that show how much she really care. That sort of thing, right? So now this masculine understands more about a woman who takes care of herself. You know, that's different from just like, for instance, making yourself pretty. You know, like women who get Botox and women who, you know, make their body, you know, look like the most, you know, stereotypically sexy feminine body known to man, you know, and men don't really take the time to think about why is she so hot and heavy to weaponize herself that way. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, think about how women who are naturally beautiful, and I mean like drop dead gorgeous, no effort necessary, beautiful, um, Think about how they are as human beings when you meet them as adults. 9 times out of 10, you have some very serious abuse victims on your hand. See what I'm saying? Very serious. And that's why beautiful and fine ass people can be extremely dangerous, because their looks can be used against you. You see? And you are so dazzled and distracted by their appearance that you don't think about their mental health. And then, before you know it, you're all plugged into this person and it's too late, and you put yourself in a vulnerable position with them, and it turns out they're insane and perhaps dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, or they get a lot of things and they get away with a lot of things or whatever like that. So, you're so hot and heavy to be attractive that you are willing to harm and injure yourself, like literally cut your body, remove things, put things in that could threaten your life just to be able to have that power over somebody when they look at you. That's meaningful. You got to think about, why do you need to have that kind of power? Why is that necessary? Why can you not make peace with what God made? I mean, I'm not against a tweak here and there. You know what I mean? But it's a slippery slope, and it's very dangerous when people are preoccupied with making themselves look attractive to other people, and they're not developing who they are on the inside. So this person here, okay, this feminine here is what a person would want, because their appearance reflects who the beauty that they truly are on the inside as well. Okay? And so that's why it looks like this masculine feels like, yeah, let me make this investment or let me make this offering, because that's now what I understand after all the dang-a-lang slanging. That's important. It's important that a person is beautiful on the inside too. It's important that they have mental health balance, okay, here with the justice and the death card. It's important that we have harmony in our relationship with the soulmate card. And the God is behind it all, bottom line, big picture, connecting the dots card. And then putting some respect on this woman's name. Now I understand why you have to respect a woman like that. Because number one, they don't make them like that no more. That's number one. So somebody is coming to terms with that. So the bottom line lesson that I feel that we're learning on all of the levels is, if you want the mercy of safe passage, you have to put your ego to the side and do what needs to be done for justice and balance to reign supreme. Simple. Come to terms with reality. Come to terms with what you're doing, your behavior, and how your behavior affects what the outcome is. Okay? So let's get a few ending notes. Okay, what is the affirmation? What is the affirmation based on this storyline here? The affirmation is this: the old cycle is closed. Okay, let's start there. And it'll come together. Okay, you have a broader understanding of the significance, of how of what you've been through. Okay, of what you've been through. You have a greater understanding of the significance. You understand the message. It had a heavy impact. Okay, yeah. And now you're asserting your will and standing your ground. Okay, so you have power over the outcomes in your life. Okay? You have an intimate relationship with the creator of the universe. You co-create with God. Okay? And all of your outcomes are blessed. Okay? I co-create my life with God, and all of my outcomes are blessed. Amen. This is about taking your power, because we have the Emperor card. Okay? We have an impactful message based on our understanding of the greater significance. Okay, also with the soulmate card here, where God is behind it all, we're seeing what this is all about. Okay, we're seeing how things work around here. You get out what you put in, but that's not enough. It's important to acknowledge that you're co-creating with God, which means you got a serious expert on your team. You can't go wrong under those circumstances. You know, you can trust the guidance that you receive and the input that you receive from God. That's meaningful for your mind to remember, that you don't have to worry about the outcome, because smooth sailing, the mercy of safe passage through any threats. Okay? Smooth sailing and the mercy of safe passage through and past any threats. Okay? So you co-create with God, and all of your outcomes are blessed. That is your affirmation for today. All right? I hope that message helps somebody out there. I really do. All right? I will, I'm not sure if I'll see you tomorrow, but I'll see you pretty soon behind the black veil.